For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fiber website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 24 of the Oviedo Career Mode series here on FIFA 17. We start with a game away from home against Rayus, and we follow that up by heading into April to play Numancia and then Alcorcon. So we have three big games today. The league situation is in our favour. We have a 5-point... we have a 6-point gap currently at the top of the table over Zaragoza. Levante also tied on 55 points. Then Almeria on 54 and Cordoba on 53. They keep swapping over position. Everybody between 2nd and 5th just keeps leapfrogging each other week on week. So what the table will look like at the end of today's three games, I've no idea. Rayus are opening opponents are there in 11th. Alcorcon, who we play at the end of the episode, are in 12th. So some mid-table sides to play against today, although Numancia, hopefully we can get a strong victory against, considering they're down in 20th. So I don't know which way it's going to go today. In the last episode, we played some good football and we played some bad football. So what sort of Ches is going to turn up in today's episode, I don't know. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, though. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. There'll be a new series starting soon. I'll do a video about that in the upcoming few days, probably at the weekend. But for now, let's concentrate on playing well away from home against Rayus and getting ourselves 3 points. Oh, Rocha's just stolen that off the defender, and Michu's in. Michu with the effort, deflected, and that will take it wide for a corner. Wasn't the cleanest of strikes from Michu there. It needed to be a bit better. Salbajon with the whip. Up goes everybody, but it's going to come back out towards the corner taker, who will get there first, and give it straight to Miramon. That was rather brilliant, wasn't it? And, oh, Bejon was offside anyway. Great. Miramon. Cross has come in, but it's deflected. Played in there. Oh, that's nicely helped on its way. I don't know what David Fernandez's chest control was like there, but the shot comes in from the Rayus man, but it was nowhere near the target. I told him to clear that, and he tried to chest it down, and it ended up going about 10 yards away from him, the defender there. That really wasn't good enough. Almost a very costly mistake. Rocha. Out wide there to John Reese. Back to Fernandez, into Varela. Berjon. Drilled inside. Michu, good touch. We'll get it there to Fran Villalba. Bit of space. Shots off. Good finish. Really pleased with that. 1-0 after half an hour. Almost exactly 30 minutes in. He had to hold his run there, Fran Villalba. He went to go a little bit early there, and then you see him just take a step back and then receive the ball. And actually, it's a very good finish. He's only got 45 shot power, but that was very firmly struck, and we have ourselves a lead. In there to Ramon Fulch. Guzzo, this is a good move from Rayus, and the option is on there, and he's found him, and he's turned Mayor, and that thankfully has gone almost straight to the corner flag and will be a goal kick. Really good position though for him to get in behind there. Great ball through to him, he just couldn't convert. Fulch through the gap there to Miramon, across to Albastegi. This is good football, and I saw the ball on there. Thankfully we were able to delay him, but Carol with the effort, good save by Alfonso. Palmed around the corner for a corner. Miramon will take. Where's it going to end up? Straight at the near post. Flicked on by Mayer, and somehow that goes in. He started to make some mistakes now, Alfonso Herrero, and it's starting to bug me. In the last episode, he made a very costly one. And there, it wasn't that powerfully struck towards him. It's just terrible technique. Terrible technique. It's gone in from Mayer, and on the stroke of half-time, they have made it 1-1. And there is the whistle. Here's Mayer. Into Miramon, he's gotten away from me. In there to... Oh, good football. Good save, though. Guzzo will recover and cross. That will be keeper's ball. Looking to take the lead immediately after half-time, after they equalised just before Rayus. But thankfully, we were able to stop them. And we'll send Lovrencic away here down the right-hand side. He's got the pace. He's also got absolutely zero players in the middle to aim for. But now we can put it back in there to John Reese. Let it across to Fran Villalba. He's already scored one good goal. Get that there into Davido. Or David Rocha, sorry, Rocha. Shoots straight at the keeper, and Edgar palms away for a corner. Let's try something in around there. The keeper's going to come. Oh, we can only palm it down, but oh, jeeps! What was that? Oh, almost thought he was going to shoot there. Michu with the turn. I need to find a teammate. Put it back here to Varela, the left back, who's around the corner. Varela blocked, drops to Michu. Michu, Edgar with a save, and it will be cleared away eventually, I think, by the Rayus defender. All that came from their man drilling that from the edge of the box back in towards his own goal. That was remarkable. I don't even know what was going on there. Miramon just beats me to that first, and they will come away with it now. 10 minutes into the second half, either side could have scored. Toro out to Varela. Made the run down the line there, Salvajon, but we won't use him yet. Now we will. He's turned well. Got Villalba with me, and we'll look to find him, which we've also done well. He's got Pereira with him, but we found Varela here, the left back. Shot's deflected, unfortunately. Ball was meant for Jonathan Pereira, who has come on for Michu here, but it found the left back instead, and unfortunately, they've defended that well, Rayus. Let's run on Fulch. Oh, it's a nice ball out wide here to Martinez, who's got some space, thinks it back in. Oh, Fulch got to that first. How the defender didn't win that header, I'm not sure, and considering he didn't, how the Rayus guy didn't put that in the back of the net, I'm also unclear. That should be 2-1 to them there. He should have buried that. Free kick for Rayus. Hernandez on for Miramon for them. Guzzo dinks it in. It's brought down by Christiantus, but thankfully Oscar Hill comes away with it. We will break this free. But no, Lucas Torres given it away, and we'll pick it back up again. And again, we've lost possession. Carroll with a turn. Nobody near him. Oh, and he's fired wide. That was not far away at all. We're struggling here. They've been the better side in this second half. Lucas Torres steals it off the defender, and Pereira might go for a 1-2 here, and he's in. Jonathan Pereira to win it. Oh, and he's buried that very well indeed. He's done it again, Pereira. He's come off the bench to make the impact. Nice little 1-2, gave the ball, and then immediately looked to spin in behind. You see him give it there, and then he's off. Lovely return ball to him, and a smart finish too. We're going to win here now. At least I hope we're going to win here now. There's the final whistle. That late goal from Jonathan Pereira, enough to win us all 3 points here. Interested to see how everybody else got on this match day weekend, but we were the only ones to play on the Saturday, so we'll have to wait until we get further towards the next game to find out whether our lead at the top of the table has been extended or whether it's still just the 6 points. No doubt those 4 teams below us will jostle about position-wise between now and then, and the gap is still 6 points. Real Zaragoza 2nd, Levante 3rd, Almeria 4th, and Cordoba 5th. Now 11 points ahead of Cordoba. They were top at one point. We're now 11 points clear of them, although they do have a game in hand. I should make sure that we put that point across. But now we're about to head into the second game against Numancia, who are down the bottom. Johnny Reese with a tackle. Looking to catch him on a quick counter, although Reese isn't the fastest. Do get that to Michu, and he's got Caicedo on the overlap. Squeeze it to him. Looking back inside there to Reese, looking for Villalba. Similar position to the goal he scored in the last game, and he's buried it again. Numancia 1-0 down after just the 13 minutes. This hopefully will be the start of a few for us in this game. I'd like to go on a run of wins. I said this in the last episode. And to be fair, we did get 2 wins out of 3. But I'd like to go on a high-scoring run of wins. We haven't had a run of games where we scored a lot of goals for a while. Our goals have dried up of late. We were lucky with the 3 we got in yesterday's first game. And I could have had a couple more in the other games we played yesterday, but it just wasn't to be. I'd like to in today's if I can, especially against a side that are struggling as much as Numancia, but Michu isn't going to get the ball into the back of the net with shots like that. Akasi back there to Galarreta. This was well worked. Nieto across to Galarreta. Oh dear. Pedraza with the shot. That was 1,000 yards wide. They need to be better than that, Numancia, if they want to get themselves back in this. Well, back there to Medina. It's well worked. Medina driving forward, but running out of space. Where are you going? I don't think he knows. I'm going to try and close him down. He's laid that off nicely to Galarreta, and he has his shot blocked. Lucas Torres hooks that away. Starting to grow in confidence in this game, Numancia. The last thing we need is to start feeding their ego, because if they start to believe they can get something out of this game, that's when they actually might. Lovely turn by Manu Del Moral. Shame about the finish again. Still 1-0 here, but that's 3 chances in the past 5 in-game minutes that Numancia have had to equalise. Lucas Torres across to Johnny Reese, into Villalba. Rushing around the outside into Caicedo. Pull that back in there to Lucas Torres. I'm going to try and poke that out towards Nando, but I can't get it there. But Michu's made the tackle, and he'll get the shot off, but Akasi gets in the way. We're going to stay at 1-0 at half-time by the looks of things. Numancia have had the number of chances in this half to equalise, but they haven't been able to take any of them, or even get many of them even on target, let alone threaten to go into the back of the net. When Nando, Johnny Reese will get that forward there to Villalba. Into Nando. Look for Villalba, and then I'm trying to help that on its way towards Michu, but I couldn't get it to him. But we have eventually been able to get the pass off, but the shot straight down the throat of Munir, the goalkeeper. 5 minutes into the second half, looking to extend our lead if possible. I was hopeful when we went 1-0 up early on that this was actually going to be quite a one-sided game, but it hasn't turned out to be anything remotely that way. Fernandes with a throw back there to Lovrencic, who's just come on as a second half substitute. Vila into Michu. To turn and get that cross there to Caicedo. Could hit this early, have done. Straight at the keeper though. Jonathan Pereira's come off the bench again to hopefully make the difference for us, but we'll have to wait and see whether he does. I've missed the tackle there on Capilla, and Varela's managed to get it away at the second attempt, but Oscar Hill's only gone and lost it again. Out wide here to Pablo Vacache, or Valcarce, I don't know how to pronounce it. To be completely honest, Alonso Herrero for some reason has gone with his feet there, not his hands. And it'll be a corner to Numancia with 20 minutes to go. Still 1-0 to Oviedo, and I'll clear this away with Oscar Hill. Michu hopefully will get that under control, which he's done well. We'll look to play that over the top, looking for Jonathan Pereira, but he decided to just look at the ball rather than actually run after it initially, and it means that the chance is going to be gone, but still plenty of time to look for a second. Free kick for our opponents, in it comes, and headed on target, but straight at Alfonso Herrera, and I tried to bowl that out to someone up top, assuming that I'd have left a striker up, but no, nobody was there, and Herrera has to make another good save. That was close. I made a mistake there without glancing at the little mini-map at the bottom. I thought I'd have someone on the halfway line, and I didn't, and it very nearly just gifted them an equaliser. Keeper's going to come for this, and he's caught that well, actually, and this time I did glance down and noticed that, again, there was nobody there to throw the ball to, so this time we'll work it away a little bit slower. Villalba, out wide to Caicedo, but Michu will get this in here to Vila. Pereira wants to make that run, so I'll play him in if he's making the run towards the ball, so I might as well play him in, and he's in a good position. Can we get this across goal? Well, we can, but too far across goal. 8 minutes to go here, still 1-0. Pereira out to Lovrencic. I'll go back to Pereira and hope that Lovrencic makes me a good run. In fact, Michu's made a good run. Now, he's not the fastest, but he has got the space here to work the effort, and surely Michu will finish it off. It's gotten to the point now with Michu where before he would score in any situation. Now it has to be the right situation for Michu to find the back of the net. Thankfully this time that was the right situation. We have made it 2-0 with 4 minutes to go, and we will be getting the win here. And there's so much space here for Caicedo. Oh, it's a lovely ball as well. Perfectly weighted, takes it in his stride, driving in towards the middle. Do I go for the pass or do I go solo? Well, after that turn, we'll go solo. I should have gone for the pass. We will take a corner though, but I thought I was going to be able to squeeze the shot off there, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. Can we win this header? It's the defender that's underneath it. We'll have another corner. Have to be careful not to run into the loose ball there with Lucas Toro. Corner will come in again, and underneath it could be Lovrencic. He is underneath it, but it's straight to Meunier. I think the final whistle might go momentarily. It's going to be a 2-0 win here away from home against Numancia. Unfortunately, giving them another defeat this season. They haven't had much luck in this game. They had enough chances, but they weren't able to take them. They weren't good enough in front of goal. Kept missing the target. A lot of possession for them as well. We've got Alcacon coming up in the next game. We know that much. Almeria win against Valladolid. Zaragoza draw. So if Cordoba can get a victory and Levante can get a victory, they might go above Zaragoza, and the situation in the table will change yet again. And I believe it has. No, Zaragoza is still second, Almeria up to third now, Levante fourth and Cordoba fifth, but Levante and Cordoba do still have games in hand. Right, I think what I'm actually going to do is have a squad report in this one, because I'm starting to get a bit of a headache and I don't really feel like recording for another 30 to 40 minutes for another game. So we'll have a squad report to end. Apologies about no third game, but we'll crack on in tomorrow's episode. I'll start a new recording session tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better in the morning because it's getting quite late now. Alfonso Herrero, however, is up 9 to 71, still growing well, although as we've mentioned, started to make the odd mistake for me recently, so I'm keeping an eye on him and hoping that he can kind of iron that out of his game, otherwise his first team spot might be in jeopardy. Well, we've got Iker Casillas coming in, haven't we? So I suppose his first team spot is in jeopardy anyway. Jose Fernandez is up 1 to 71. He's been very good. I thought about trading him, to be fair, but I mean, he's good enough anyway, so I don't really need to. Oscar Hill is up 2 to 70. He, of course, is on loan, so not really too fussed about his growth. Fernandez is 31. His sprint speed is down 1. Finally starting to lose stats, but he's been rock solid for me all season long, so pleased with him. Obviously, Varela is still Varela. Up 5 now to 74. Continuing to grow really well. 15 clean sheets in 33 games for him. Aris is still ageing, although no stats dropped for him yet. Rocha is really starting to drop now, so I'm not even contemplating. I've just made the decision right there and then. I'm going to take him out of the starting lineup and put someone else in his place. I would have put Figuera in, but of course he broke his ankle in yesterday's episode. Nando's up 1 to 70. He's going to see perhaps a little bit more first-team football for the remainder of the season. Salbahon continuing to drop in stats, which sucks, but he's been so indifferent for me that I never know which Salbahon is going to turn up. So perhaps it's no real surprise that his stats are starting to drop. Fran Villalba, though, still very, very good for me. Getting another goal in today's episode, 5 and 4 with regards to goals and assists. Would like a little bit more out of him if possible, but still a very creative player. Michu scored another one today. He's 15th in 35 games this season, plus 8 assists. Goals have dried up for him recently, though. Jonathan Villa, 31, stats starting to drop, so we really are going to need to look to improve in centre mid in the summer, because obviously Reece, Rocha and Villa are all in their 30s now. Jonathan Pereira, again, scoring an important goal today. 7 goals, 8 assists for him this season. Ed Lewis, growing still too, which is fantastic. Really pleased to see that. I think I am going to try and utilise him at centre-back, though, rather than right-back in the future. Jorge Sainz is still growing really well too, so hopefully that can continue. And I could actually start using him in CDM. He doesn't say you can play there, but with 77 short passing and decent ball control, might be able to start using him in CDM maybe and see if we can perhaps change the way that he plays for me in this squad. Lavenchik's been decent, 1 goal, 1 assist, but it's mainly his pace that helps me break away, and then he kind of plays the ball across and other people do the business in front of goal. Lucas Toro, still can't decide what to do with him next season. He's been better throughout the year as the games have gone on and he's grown, but I still don't think he's going to be good enough to warrant bringing in permanently. Toche's stats are really starting to plummet now, so unfortunately for him, probably won't see any more first-team football. I brought in a youngster, Roberto Aguado. He's come up to 56 rated now, potential to get into the late 80s, early 90s, so hoping that he can fulfill that. Luis Sanchez is up 2 now to 61, again, potential late 80s, early 90s. Hurtado, we're going to start training him probably next season. I'll probably look to sell, considering we've got Casillas coming in, I'll look to sell Herrero and then we'll train Hurtado and he can become my next goalkeeper after Casillas finally retires. So if we can train him for a full season, then hopefully he could be pretty decent by the end of season 2. Vicente Aguirre is another youngster I've brought in from the youth setup. Again, potential late 80s, early 90s. Viti is a player that actually hasn't played that much recently, but still at 19 is probably a good squad player to have. Yosin, I've offered him a new contract, and I think he signed it. Pretty sure he signed it. I can't quite remember. He's unhappy, feels he should play more, but I mean, he's not going to get much first-team football, but again, he's a nice squad player to have. Borja Dominguez, great, well, not great, but decent technicals. It's just those physicals that kill me off right now. He's only on loan as well, so we probably won't miss him next season. Carlos Tepena is also on loan. He's not done much for me this year. Jorge Ortiz has been okay. Might actually give him a couple of games or 2, although, of course, Caicedo's come in and done well. Figueroa has been decent for me, really pleased with him, but broken his ankle, will miss the rest of the season. David Costas has been a miss at the back. He has been a miss, but he's, of course, leaving us at the end of the season. I might look to bring him in again. We do have a couple of new centre-backs coming in on pre-contract, so Caicedo's been good, although no goals, no assists in his 6 games so far, but he has played very well. Joaquin Correa, another player that has missed a large chunk of the season through injury, but very good for me. Will be on loan next season too as well, of course, similarly with Villalba. 2-year loan deals there. Susaeta's continuing to drop, and we'll sell him next year. Fernandez is continuing to drop, and we'll sell him next year. Esteban's going to retire at the end of the year. Johannesson I will look to sell next year as well once he comes back from Freiburg. And that is the situation with the squad. I'll quickly show you the youth players that I've still got in my academy. Those being Joaquin Duarte. Looks like he could become a very good player. Currently only 15 years of age, but great ball control and dribbling already, with some green stats there for agility too. So really quite hopeful for him, actually. Ismael Luna, another Argentinian, actually. Potential to get from the mid-70s to late 90s. I have to wait and see how he develops. Only 5'5", though, so hopefully he might grow a little bit when he turns 17 or 18. I'm not sure. Maldonado, 6'6". Again, another player I might perhaps use at centre-back, even though he's down as a right-back. Valentin Prado is a player that shows great promise. 81 to 87 for him in central midfield as well. And 82 to 88 for Ernesto Carrazzo still too. Not sure how many of these are going to grow, but it's actually Joaquin Duarte that I'm most keen on at present. And keen on seeing how he develops. So he doesn't look 15 though, does he, in that picture? But he is 15 years old apparently. So the league table looks like that. We actually have ourselves an 8-point lead right now. And it will stay at a minimum of 8 points, because even if Levante win the game in hand, they'll only go on to 59. So with 8 games to go in the league season, we look pretty good. We look pretty good indeed, actually. So fingers crossed we can continue to do well over the next few episodes and end the season on a high. That's going to bring today's video to a close, though. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next time.